Hello and welcome to the second game of today between Island Titans and between Island Titans. Hello and welcome to the second game of today between Island Titans and FGC Warri. Is this a repetition of the first game that we watched? The second ball of this inning is a wicket earlier on.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone, and it's good to have you back here in this game. For me, still a little bit surprised about what happened, and I think I'm quite surprised about what happened. I had not even settled into the commentary box, and that catch just happened. You could see that catch there. I think that was Victor Ipoli taking that catch. That was a lovely catch there by the young lad there at Gully. Not the way Island Titans would have hoped to start, but they have just lost the first wicket in the second ball for me.
I'm telling you, I'm so surprised. It was like almost a repetition of what we saw in the first game. You know, at the second ball of the first innings, we had almost a repetition of this. But this is a very good start, you know, from FGC Warri. This shows hunger, this shows revenge that we are coming in. We know the last time was a fluke, but we are coming in bigger and stronger. So let's just hope that, you know, the tides favor whoever has less mistake.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And opening the batting, it's a little bit quite strange. And the person who lost his wickets, interestingly, was Sulaiman Rosewe. I'm just looking at the pavilion now, and I'm discovering he's just pulling off his pads and his gloves. And I'm like, okay, hold on, is Rosewe going in or he just came out? And that was a lovely catch there.
No wonder why we had so much, you know, applause, because that's a very big wicket that just came out from the middle.
Just look at that shot, square cut straight towards backward of point. That was a lovely catch there by Victor Ipoli. And FGC Warri won the toss and elected to field first, and I think that is already paying up for them. And now into the attack is Nazim Sheikh. Good bowling there by the captain of the side, Egosa Destiny.
I can concur with that. Good, fantastic bowling, you know. I'm still in shock. I don't know why. It felt too early.
That was not the kind of I myself am still quite perplexed about that, because I thought that was probably going towards the boundary because the way he played that shot. But they know very well that's FGC Warri. Oh, very well bowled there by the captain and keeping it down. I'm sure they know very well that, look, if you want to win this game, you need to get that danger man out, and they've done it in person of Sulaiman Rosewe.
Good bowling by their captain, 4 balls bowled, no runs conceded, and a wicket in the first over. Fantastic, fantastic bowling, fantastic bowling.
Ooh, straight to the bowler. Obviously, that the umpire is definitely going to declare dead ball for that, and he's going to be signaling a leg bye.
And that run will make it the first mark of this innings and of this game.
Let's just see if we could see that wicket again, even though it's a wide shot. But just look at it, straight into the fielder's hands. That's a catch any day, anytime. Lovely piece of fielding there by the fielder.
I'm sure the batter is as amazed as I was. I'm sure Rosewe was like, what just happened? Because I was shocked.
Just as shocked as you are, was as shocked as I was. You know, I was still trying to pick up my mic, and then all of a sudden it was a wicket, and the director had to just whisper to me, "You want me to wicket? You want me to wicket?" But that's a good start there from FG. Ooh, drop catch. That should race all the way to the boundary. Oh no, that's
no. We had
Peter Aho was standing there
yes,
at
the
fine
boundary.
leg. A third man, I beg your pardon. What a way to end the first over.
Yes, at the end of the first over, we have 1 wicket, 1 run with no extra.
A very dramatic,
fantastic,
fantastic,
fantastic over, and dramatic as well.
Very, very good, dramatic one. Let's just see that again. I'm so surprised. Like, this is the first time I'm actually caught unawares. I've never been caught unawares in a cricket game. Just look at that, straight into the fielder's hands. Lovely first over. Who's going to be bowling the second over? We've not.
Peter Aho.
Shane would say the Guinness Book of Record man. But I think they've actually broken the record already. But it's still tentative. Still going to find out about that. It's a T20 game. Allen Titans versus Fair Kokowosa, like they're being called. But we put it for short, FGC Warri. Peter Aho trying to readjust his field set, and he's going to be having only 2 fielders outside. He has a fielder at deep square leg and protection at third man. Those are the 2 fielders he has at the outside the 30-yard circle. Every other fielder will be inside the 30-yard circle.
It was lucky facing Peter Aho coming from the pavilion end. I don't think these bowlers are here to play. I don't think they are here to joke this afternoon. You know, they are bowling aggressively. There is nothing like trying to defend. They are aggressive. They are coming all out of their space and saying, you know what, we are going to give it all. If you want to play, but we are going to bowl.
Yeah, they know they need to do that, because the last time these 2 met, it was very, very, very tough and dicey.
It was close and
it was
painful.
very close.
It was painful on their parts. You could tell from their faces, you know.
So they wouldn't mind to get into the finals and probably lift the trophy. So it's the leg side. Nazim Sheikh moving too early. He needs to be careful. He does this a lot in every game. He's always just off. He doesn't take his time to actually understand the rudiments of the game. He doesn't understand what the pitch is doing. He just wants to get on strike all the time. I can understand he's a batter, but he needs to calm down.
And that can be very dangerous, because you can literally run out everybody on your team if you keep doing that. Like everybody, you can run out a whole 8 batters if you do that.
Yeah, definitely for me. You're right.
And like you said, he's off again at the center of the field already.
He needs to be careful. He just needs to be careful. If they had someone like Olale Elijah in the FGC Warri team, and he's quite lucky that the fielder who's actually holding that ball is Udokwe Chiemele.
Yeah.
He's a very good, he has that long arm to throw. He's just holding back. Chiemele at some point in time, I'll probably take that gamble to shy at that ball.
If we keep shying, one of the balls we hit the wicket and get him out.
Oh, missed field. Can they come back for 2? The first run always needs to be fast. You need to take the first one fast if you're going to have any chance of scoring the double.
I think it just, so you really can't blame Kim.
Yeah, I'm not even after the fielder. That could happen to any fielder globally. But the batters need to understand that if you're going to put up a huge total, like they did in the first time they met or the second time they met, they need to take the first run fast.
But looking at the field, my observation is they are all mostly very young players, very, very young and talented players. And that is a very good strike. Went behind the ball and played the ball, leading to 2 runs off that ball.
On the flip side of it, for me, a lot of small motivation is on the side of Fegko Kowosas, because the president of the Nigerian Cricket Federation also is an alumni of Federal Government College Warri. You have Mr. Aroy, you have Mr. Oklo, who are keen on ensuring that this team at least lifts a trophy this season. They have done extremely well, whether they like it or not. A white ball signal there by the umpire Sukomi Odedele, and probably after this over, we'll be running quickly through the team list of both sides.
But to say, from a man like Peter Hall, we shouldn't be. I know he is someone that can give you a wide and give you a wicket. That's Peter Hall, but at this level, we shouldn't be, seeing wide. There's no pressure. This is just the first your first over of this innings. Easy does it.
Lovely shot there by Itwa Lucky on the leg side.
They go for the
and they go for the second one. No is the call. And 1 run is taken. And that brings us to the end of the second over, as it's 8 for 1 after 2. Quickly, let's see if we can get the full 11 of each side. Yes, for Federal Government College Warri Old Student Association, Egosa Agedo Destiny is the captain. Akere Isesele, Asia Joshua, Destiny Chilemania, Emmanuel Okodile, Ipoli Victor, Isaac Oyemba, Miracle Solomon, Peter Aho, Selim Salau, Udukwechi Emele, Isaac Olowokere. And for Island Titans, you have Sunil Kumar Rajpal as the captain, Abolari Abdul Rashid Ayomide, Itwa Lucky, Joan Joseph, Nazim Sheikh, Olaleye Elijah, Rafiq Mohammed, Ronsewe Sulaiman, Sheson Adedeji, Taiwo Mohammed, Zain Awan, and Ayoku Karim. That is the playing 11 for both sides. And now Egosa Agedo back into the attack from the Court of Appeal.
His first over was actually very good. Fantastic. He had just one run and 1 wicket. It was a very fantastic over, As a bowler, that was very commendable. So let's see if he can pull the same thing in this second coming of his over.
White ball signal there by the umpire. A lot of people thought that ball was actually well pitched, but it was actually outside the line. And I must say that was a good keeping there by Selim Salau, allowing that ball to beat him. Interesting to say that Agedo has second slip, gully, and point in place.
Maybe now you see why he has a gully.
With the way the ball is swinging, he's definitely having to have that protection. Looking for that edge, that must be his target.
And I think this is how it was in his first over as well. And it worked for him, got him a wicket.
I'm actually quite wondering why that ball is a white ball, but the umpire sees better.
Is that another wicket? Appeal, but appeal not granted.
Umpire Ramon Adelakun says not out. That was a very good call there by the umpire. We thought that was a nick. Egosa is so much on fire today.
I can tell he has been delivering the same ball, line and length. He doesn't miss it. He doesn't miss that spot. Line and length. When he gets it, he gets it. And that is a very, very good, that's commendable. That's quite commendable from him. I mean, apart from his wide, so far so good. He has dotted 3 balls.
A white ball He just needs to continue the momentum at which he had gotten those dot balls. You can't be bowling it full and giving a good ball, bowling a wide, giving a good ball, bowling a wide. You need to be consistent. Consistency is key, and having to lose concentration at this point is not. They haven't played him off the bat, and he has just been given wides. Oh, good pick up there by the wicketkeeper Salim Salahou. Diving to his right. It's a 20 overs game. It's the second semi-final of the Club Cricket Committee Super 4. The finals will be played tomorrow. Obviously, we already have one team in the finals, and that is the Bejuleki Cricket Club 1. Pulled up in the air, can that be taken? No, but Emmanuel Okudili dies and doesn't allow that go to the boundary. And you could hear from the pavilion everyone applauding for him. He's known for his energetic fielding. Just look at him again running there. Slides down and doesn't allow that ball to beat him. Lovely shots there by Sheikh, but can only find direct throw. Start a run out. Umpire says no.
No, it's a safe hand for him for the batter.
Let's see that in the replay again. That was a direct throw. Lovely throw there by Victor Ipoli. And what a way to end. Victor Ipoli. And what a way to end the third over of the game. 12 for 1. Current run rate is 4.00.
If Egosa had not given 3 wides, he would have had the same number of runs he had in his first appearance. That's just 1 run, because that's all they took off him. So coming back to bowl is Peter from the pavilion end.
Salim Salahou had to quickly rush down to the loo. And he's going to be back on the field. Just that 1 minute delay. Nature calls them from Salim Salahou. And we're back into the game. On the ground with that race to the boundary. Asia has to chase it down. And that has gone to the boundary for 4. Good chase there by Asia, but lovely shots there by Lucky Itwa. Playing it on the full face of the bat. Sensitive batting. And that is a boundary. Just look at that race by Asia Joshua. Had to chase and chase and chase, but he couldn't stop that. Oh, good piece of fielding there by the wicketkeeper Salim Salahou. Now allowing the ball to beat him. At this rate, it just looks like a very quiet innings.
Yes. But it has been just a little bit chaotic, but then.
Good bowling there by Peter Aho. Not Nazim Sheikh to have a square cut and have a go at that ball.
And that is one of Peter Howard's signature bowling. He loves that. At least in one over, he would give you that bounce. He would definitely show you that he's still capable of doing that. So far, so good. He has considered 5 runs of 4 balls. He has 2 more balls to bowl. The first ball was a 4, the second one was a 1 run, and then we have 2 dot balls.
Run out chance. Chiemele Udokwe couldn't utilize in picking up that ball to throw quick. And the batters will just take a comfortable single.
Surprisingly, Nazim, who has faced 6 balls, has not scored a run. I think this is his first run so far in 7 balls. So Itwa has been doing a lot of work at the center. Faced 14 balls, scored 12 runs. The last ball from Peter Aho, this 4th over. And it's a dot ball, and that takes us to the end of the 4th over. And at the end of the 4th over, for the loss of 1 wicket, we have 18 runs on board. Current run rate is 4.50, and the projected score is 90 at the end of 20 overs.
Itwa Lucky is 12 of 15. Nazim Sheikh 1 run of 7 balls. Projected score is now 90. The current run rate is 4.50.
Egosa is striking again. His first ball is a dot ball. I hope Nazim is okay.
That's a big blow straight into the body of Nazim. But he's a strong fighter, so definitely he's going to push in hard. You can see the umpires walking up to him to find out if he's okay. And he's back on his feet. A little bit of a discussion in the middle between the fielders of FGC Warri. Good piece of bowling there by Egosa Destiny. Keeping it tidy. He's just trying to bump the balls, not allowing the batters to have a go at him. So more like he's just having dot balls piling up. After 2.1 overs, he has only conceded 5 runs with 1 wicket to his credit. No is the call, and no run taken. Island Titans are not utilizing the power play properly. They need to utilize it in order for them to have a very good runs on the board.
3 balls gone for Egusa, and he has dotted 3 balls. Good bowling from him. He has been on the attacking end from the beginning of his overs.
Oh, very well bowled there by Egusa. Sheikh trying to see if he can attack, but he has faced 11 balls and only scored 1 run. Oh, lovely shots there on the ground. 2 fielders will have to chase that down.
We did go for a 2.
And he is gone.
Didn't make it.
Lovely piece of fielding there by the fielder. Throwing it directly onto the stumps. Salim Salau just allowed that to roll. And a second wicket has just been taken. Just look at that good piece of fielding straight onto the stumps. Nazim Sheikh was not even close to the wicket, or to his crease, I beg your pardon. And Island Titans, after 4.5 overs, have lost their second wicket for just 18 runs.
At this junction, I might say this has been a very good over for Egusa, coming from the Court of Appeal end. 4 balls. He has bowled 5 balls, 4 dot balls, and a wicket. That's an excellent bowling. So far, it's 19 runs on board for the loss of 2 wickets. Current run rate is 3.93 at the end of 4.5 overs, and projected score is 79 runs.
And they'll be having a new batter in to the crease. Let's see if we could see that run out again for Nazim Sheikh. Just look at that piece of fielding there by Chiemele Uduke. You know, I said it, Chiemele is one prolific fielder you need to be wary of. The moment Chiemele strikes, you just lose that wicket. And it's 19 for 2 after 4.5 overs. The last ball of the 5th over. Oh my word! First ball bumped into the batter's head.
And that shows the importance of wearing an helmet.
Exactly.
It could have been a disaster. Okay, so I think he's calling for another. I think that one
got broken.
Yes, got broken.
But the umpires will still go for a concussion protocol. You can say Ramon Adelakun still having that concussion protocol. That was a little bit nasty there by Agedo. Look at that again. On the replay. Ball taking off his helmet. And after the end of the 5th over, it's 19 for 2. New bowler into the attack is Victor Ipoli, and the first ball he bowled is a wide ball. And that was a lovely catch there by Joshua Asia at the deep mid wicket. I beg your pardon. Yeah, the deep mid wicket region of the bowling of the new bowler Chiemele Udukwe. And
from the FGC Warri team. We are 26 on board for the loss of 3 wickets at 6.2 overs. Projected score is 82.
straight on the ground towards the mid wicket, where you have Destiny Chilemania cutting that off for just a single. On the ground, just a single will be taken, and it just seems like Alan Titans are beginning to get out of the shelves. They didn't utilize the power play, only scoring 25 runs and losing 3 wickets. They need to find their bearings and find a way to score a very huge total like they did in the first encounter. That should be a wide ball, and it's a wide ball signal there by the umpire Ramon Adelako. That's what we call smell leather by Chiemele Udukwe. Just look at that ball again from the replay. Smell leather ball. Zayn trying to see how he can angle that, but he missed it, and what a way to end the 7th over, as it's now 29 for 3. Now into the attack from the pavilion end is Asia Joshua, the orthodox spin leg cutter bowler. First ball bowled into the block for Olaleye Elijah. It's a dot ball. Crypt on the ground. Would they go for two? Just a single. And after this over, we'll be taking a break. Just to get a little bit of a breather while we allow you to enjoy the game. Ooh. Very well bowled there by Asia. Turning the ball properly. Zayn had to come out for that, but they'll just take a single. 2 balls left in this over before we call it the 8th over. And I'll be taking a break, so also Bufumi will be back for the 10th over. It's 32 for 3 after 8 overs. Projected score is now 80, and the current run rate is 4.00. And after the end of the 12th over, it's 56 for 4. And it just seems like Island Titans do not understand the brief. You can't be less than 100 in after 12 overs. So they need to pop up the runs. But FGC Warrior are doing extremely well, keeping the ball in line and length, keeping it tidy, ensuring that the Island Titans do not have a goal at this game. They know very well that if Island Titans scores probably 110 or 120, that might be a very big, tough one for them to chase down. But they're doing everything possible to ensure that Island Titans do not cross the 100 mark, as we are currently approaching the 13th over. White ball declared there by the umpire, Sukomi Odedele. Another first dot ball of the 13th over. Isaac Oyemba is the bowler, bowling from the cut of appeal end. He's bowling to Olaleye Elijah. Appeal for LBW, but that was definitely played off the bat. Umpire Ramon Adilakun saying not out. And Egosa is having a chat with the wicketkeeper Salim Salau. I'm wondering what that chat could be. Probably to stump the batter. Oh, good quick bowling there by Isaac Oyemba. Pushed on the ground for just a single. Back foot shot there by Sheson Adedeji towards covers for a single. I must say that it just seems like the Island Titans team are just not into today's game. They've dotted a lot of balls, 59 runs on the board, 4 wickets, 13 runs, 13 overs gone. And just look at the bowling scorecard. Egosa having the most dotted ball, 15 dot balls, followed by Aisha Joshua, 10. Peter Aho, Chiemele Udekwe and Isaac Oyemba both shared 6 dot balls, and Victor Ipoli, having bowled 1 over, has just 4 dot balls. And if you look at the batting scorecard, it just shows it all. It's been a very quiet first innings, and it just seems like Island Titans are not understanding what the bowling strategy of Federal Government College Warri Old Student Association is in today's game. Sheson takes it up, but could only take it towards the leg side for just a single. Just a single. Good fielding there by Emmanuel Okodele. For just a single. Oh, lovely glance there by Sheson Adeji to a square leg where you have the captain of the side, Egosa Destiny. And they'll just take a single for that. Boundary has just been very much quiet in this game. And at this rate, it just seems like Federal Government College Warri will be happy with that. For defensive, for just a single. Oh, wicketkeeper couldn't stop that. Haven't hit the stumps. And they took advantage of that for just a single. I beg your pardon, for another run, for 2 runs. Safest hands are always to the keeper, and you have to throw it straight into the keeper's gloves, not on the stumps. Back foot towards point. No run taken.
This 64 runs on board, I honestly expected, more from the Island Titans. I've seen them do better. So I'm quite surprised that they're a bit laid back this game. It's quite surprising. So far they've not played up to expectation. They've not played up to their potential that they know, that we all know that they can get to. So I don't know what's wrong. Could it just be the assurance that, oh, we have the season at our hands, or is the FGI changing their tactics, or I don't know.
It's obvious, Cheon, that it's just looking at this partnership, for me, it just shows very much well that it just seems the strategy of Island Titans isn't playing to their favor. Rather than have more runs than dot balls, they have more dot balls than runs. The only 2 batters that has probably done well minimizing the runs and the ball is Olaleye and Sheson Adedeji. They both tried as much as possible to put on a good fight. 23 runs off 24 balls, but every other person has done it. Ooh, good piece of fielding there by Egosa Destiny. That's a lovely piece of fielding there by the captain of the side. He said during one of the post-match interview last time they played that he wants to win a trophy for his side here in Lagos. Up in the air, but that's gonna land safe. Can they go back for 2? It's just gonna be 2 comfortable runs. Lovely piece of running there by the 2 batters. We hope the weather will stay this clear tomorrow, because it's going to be an exciting and intriguing one. And technically, it is the end of the season's game. So who would be playing against Ibeju in tomorrow's finals? It's just a matter of time. Can they come back for 2? They seem to be thinking of 3 here, but 2 is the call. Three balls left in the 15th over, 70 for 4.
Gradually, I feel like the run rate is increasing. Might be slow, but it's steady. I mean, we are just 30 runs away from playing an 100. Would that be a catch? Yes. And Sheson Adedeji is out. Got caught by the man on boundary.
That was Peter Aho taking that catch. Cool as you like catch. Took his time, timed it well on the ropes. You're never so much in a hurry when you see those kind of catch. Just look at it from the replay. Timed it perfectly. And Peter Aho, the big man at the boundary, takes that catch. And Sheson Adedeji has just lost his wicket. And Island Titans are 70 for 5 after 14.4 overs. Taiwo Mohammed puts in on jersey number 28, will be the new batter going in for Island Titans Cricket Club. Island Titans Cricket Club might be a little bit disappointed with themselves if they don't get 120 or 130, because they started really poor and really slow in the first power play. They were less than 20 in the power play, and they're just crawling to gradually pick up the pace, and the point where they build a partnership, they just lose it. So at this point, these two, without Taiwo Mohammed to be a big hitter, so probably the instruction might be, you know what, Taiwo, if you can just give us 20 runs in those 2 overs, we might be okay with that. With 20 runs, it just takes them to around the 90 region. They just need to find a way to cross the 100 before the 20th over. Appeal for LBW not given. Good piece of bowling there by Isaac Oyemba. Big hitters for Island Titans seem to be 4 defensive players in today's game. Can Taiwo Mohammed do a little bit of a change to that? Wide ball declared there by umpire Ramon Adelakun. Appeal for Rebel W, umpire Ramon Adelakun saying not out is the call. And after the end of the 15th over, is 71 for 5. Let's see if we could see that catch again by Peter Aho. That was a lovely catch by Peter Aho. And I must say, a very good piece of bowling there by Isaac Oyemba. Just look at that. He waited for the ball at the boundary, stretched forth his hands and say, it's a cool as you like catch. Projected score is around the 95 region. Not the kind of region they want to be. 15 overs gone. And they'll be having a bowling change. Destiny Chilimania will be bowling from the pavilion end. I think the approach of Island Titans in today's game is a little bit questionable. You can't be the league winners and approach the Super 4 in a very, very low style of play. You need to push up the game. You need to push up the standards.
I mean, it's true. I mean, you can't be the number 1 carrying the season and then you're not playing the finals of the Super 4.
It just means they probably focused more on the league without concentrating.
Or maybe the league just came as a lock.
I wouldn't say it came as a lock. I think they actually had a very good plan with the league. They had a strategy all through, staying top of the league and also ending it, the Super 6 as the champions. But if you had that same momentum for the round robbery, the Super Six, why can't you just take that same momentum
and just finish it off?
exactly for me? Destiny Chilemania from the pavilion end
takes his first strike, and his first ball is a run. Taiwo Mohammed is facing. He has faced 2 balls but has yet to have a debut run this inning. And that is a wide for Destiny. I think there's a lot of wides this innings. There's been a lot of wides this innings.
If you look at this bowling scorecard, you would see that the extras that FGC Warri has given in total has been 13. You just need to find a way to cut off those extras, even if the runs are not coming off the bat. You need to find a way to cut off those extras. If you take 13 off 73, Allen Titans will be around 60.
But that was a very good comeback ball from Destiny. Another dot ball.
The whole idea would just be, you know what, if you keep getting the dots but just keep piling it up, you don't need to have so much problems with the dot balls. Lovely catch there by the wicket keeper Salim Salawu. Destiny Chilemania has been asking the questions, and Salim Salawu, the wicket keeper, took that comfortably. And Allen Titans have lost their 6th wicket in 15.4 overs, 73 runs on the board. Just that, looking at it from the replay, it was a nick and straight into the keeper's gloves, and you can see his jubilation. That was a lovely catch there by the wicketkeeper Salim Salawu. I must really say the approach of Allen Titans in today's game has just been below standard that we know them for. And putting on jersey number 75 is Rafiq Mohammed. He's the new batter going in for Allen Titans. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be back for the 19th. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second innings of today's game. It's Island Titans Cricket Club versus Federal Government College Warri Old Students Association Cricket Club. After 9.2 overs in the first innings, FGC Warri, as they are popularly called, restricted Island Titans Cricket Club to 85 runs for the loss of 10 wickets. Top scorer in the wicket taken was Egosa Agedo with 2 wickets, 8 runs, 4 overs, and followed by Destiny Chilemania, 2 wickets, 6 runs, 2 overs. Peter Ahor, 1 wicket, 13 runs, 2.2 overs. Itwa Lucky was so unlucky. He had 14 runs of 21 balls. Sheson Adedeji, 18 of 14. And Olaleye Elijah was 21 of 34 balls. And what is required for Island Titans to defend is 85. And FGC Warri will be looking to get to another final in just one season. They were in contention for the Club Cricket Committee CCC League against this same side, Island Titans, but it was a narrow victory for Island Titans. But FGC Warri is looking to inflict revenge on the Island Titans cricket team, as they will be opening the bowling from the Court of Appeal end with Taiwo Muhammad, and the traditional opening batters, I beg your pardon, is Salim Salahu, the man who is looking to get in form and probably make his break into the senior national team. Salim Salahu is Nigerians under 19 opening batter, but he'll be looking to see if he can get a breakthrough into the national team. Earlier on in the day, we had the rivalry between Ibajuleke Cricket Club 1 and Government College Ibadan Old Boys Cricket Club slug it out, in which it was a narrow game. Ibajuleke Cricket Club 1 winning that by just 6 runs, which was technically a game that went to the last over. But this seems like a game that Federal Government College Warri might have easy. Isaac Oyemba is the non-striker. Salim Salahu is the opening batter, and opening bowling for Island Titans Cricket Club from the Court of Appeal end is Taiwo Muhammad. I still have with me here Fumi, what do you think is going to happen in the second game? In the second
from
innings,
the first innings, the game just took an unexpected turn. You know, we expected more. All out for 86 runs. It's quite poor. But this second innings, you know, you never can tell until the game is over. The Island Titans can actually defend their 86, and then they might not. So it's only time that will tell. But the GCI Warri side has been aggressive. They've been hungry for the win, and that was almost a run-out chance. A poor communication between the batters. Taiwo Mohammed is doing what he knows how to do best, you know, giving the batters a tough time at the center field. So this looks like an interesting game. Yes, I feel like there's so much turns in this innings that we are yet to see. So yes.
And a good start there by Salim Salahu, hitting the ball towards third man for a single. Appeal for LBW not given, but they will take advantage of that appeal to go for a single. Leg by signal there by the umpire. For me, what do you think the approach will be for today's game, for this second innings? Would it be just take each ball as it comes, or would you just think that, you know what, let's just finish this game within the next 10 overs so that we can actually have some rest and prepare ahead of the finals for tomorrow?
For GCI Warrior, I feel like first thing first, you need to know how to keep your wickets. It's very important and crucial in a game like this. Then once you keep your wickets, ball in, ball out, let's try and rotate the strike, because 86 looks like is small, but it can be a lot if you are very careless with your wickets, you know. So for GCI Warrior, I feel like we should just take it a ball at a time, try and rotate the strike. When the bad balls come, hit for a boundary. If you can take the single, take the single. But like we saw in the first game, you need to be very careful, you know, with your wickets. So far so good. Taiwo Mohammed is still coming from the Court of Appeal end. He has bowled 5 balls, considered 3 runs with no extra and no wickets. Facing is Isaac Onyema.
Last ball of the first over. 63 runs required in 115 balls. It just seems these two want to finish it within the next 10 overs. Oh, lovely shot there by Isaac Oyemba. Would that race to the boundary? Yes, it has raced to the boundary for 4. That's a lovely classic shot there by Isaac Oyemba.
Exactly how it should be. If the bad balls come, you punish them. But if the good ones are coming, then you need to respect a good ball. Push single, block as much as you can, but at least try and reduce the dot balls too, because even if you are trying to play safe, you need to know that overs are going and time is ticking as well.
What a way to end the over. It's just 7 runs per ball. Just look at that shot again. He waited for it. He timed that ball into the middle of the bat. Just look at that patience and the temperament he had. He saw it was short of a good length. He stayed low. He also stayed low and timed that into the middle. And that has raced to the boundary for 4. And after the first over, it's 7 for the loss of no wicket. And what is required is 4.16, and they are currently 7 runs per over. 79 runs required in 114 balls.
We're not trying to take sides. You know what I mean? I just feel like it will say poorly of GCI Warri if they do not win this game, because all odds are in their favor as we see it. 74 in 114 balls. 114 balls is, come on.
It's a game for them to lose. Sorry, it's a game for them to win.
Yes, everything is in their favor.
And if they decide to just let it go, Allen Titans will be really happy with it. But into the attack from the pavilion end is Abolari Abdul Rashid. On the ground.
Very good shot. Very, very good shot. Went full face of his bat towards the ball. Perfect timing. Very good shot.
Talking about perfect timing, for me, that was perfectly timed into the middle of the bat. But that was also a very good fielding there by the fielder, cutting that off. Good square cut shots there by Salim Salau. The Salim Salau guy has been very, very efficient for his side. They know he is the key for them winning this game. If he stays there for at least 15 overs, where they have the likes of Peter Aho, Egosa Agedo, and Okudili Emmanuel, and also Chiemele Udukwe, and also the batting lineup is just long. Chiemele Destiny is also there. Kire Sesele is also yet to bat. Good forward defensive by Isaac Oyemba.
76 runs is needed in 111 balls. Again, all odds are in FCI Warri's favor. I believe GI Warri.
They pronounce it's called FGC Warri.
Oh, FGC.
Good shots there by Isaac Oyemba. A little bit of hesitation at first. Overthrows, but he has a backup at square leg. Zayn telling Sheson Adedeji, what was that? Even if you had a chance, you should have thrown it straight into the keeper's gloves. But that was a tough one, and the wicketkeeper going to meet Abolarin, telling him, you know what? You need to be very careful. Stop giving the batters enough room to hit the ball. And I must say, these two are just looking to finish this game. Abolari is still into the attack from the pavilion end. Salim Salau seems to be going towards the onside, but the ball hit the bottom of his bat and just went straight to Sunil for a dot ball. Last ball of the second over. How on earth did he miss that ball? How on earth? For me, you yourself, you're a batter. You know those kind of balls only come once in 120 balls. And once you see that kind of balls, you have to punish it. But Salim Salau was unable to punish that ball. If you were the batting coach, what would be running through your mind?
We are not at the center, so we really can't say what happened there.
.75 runs required in 108 balls, 11 runs on the board, still no wickets. 2 overs gone. Are we going to be seeing a 10-wicket victory for FGC Warri, or will Island Titans be able to start taking wickets? As what I would have expected Sunil, the captain of Island Titans, to do is to rotate the bowlers, which he has just done, bringing Juan in from the Court of Appeal end to bowl the third over. But Juan, who's a little bit of slow and medium pace, has to find a way of ensuring he has protection on the ropes, and his protection on the rope are at deep extra covers and long on. Every other fielder have to be in the 30th circle, so both third man and fine leg are both short. Or in the 30th circle, he has backward a point, covers mid off and mid wicket. Square leg also in play. Straight towards covers. Rafiq couldn't hold on to that, and the batters couldn't utilize that. Little bit of fumble from Rafiq for a run.
.75 runs needed in 105 balls.
A very huge.
107 balls, rather.
A very huge balls, but the runs are just quite very small. Joanne keeping it simple and short, not too much pace, cutting off the pace. Now this is full towards the leg side. That should definitely race to the boundary for 4. Lovely glance there by Isaac Oyemba. Turns taken off the ball. Sunil as the captain bowling from the Kotova Bill end. Obviously, he needs to rotate the bowlers. The runs might be small, but the balls are quite much, so they need to gather up all those dot balls. They have fancied their chances, but it's now 67 runs required in 100 balls. Very well played there by Salim Salau. Square cutting that towards the offside. 4 runs any day, anytime. Lovely shot there by Salim Salau. Perfectly timed, middle of the bat. Just look at that shot again. Gave himself room. Sunil giving that ball too much width. And Salim Salau utilizing that. See that again on the replay. Timed it perfectly into the middle of the bat. Back foot straight, trying to go for a single. And they have that comfortable run. "24 runs already." A little bit of contrast to what Island Titans had in their own power play. Last ball of the 4th over. 2 overs will be left for us to be bowled to for the end of the power play. Very well bowled there by the captain Sunil, delaying that ball, forcing Salim Salau to come forward, but he mistimed that ball, and that brings us to the end of the 4th over.
And at the end of the 4th over, we have 24 runs on board. 62 runs is needed in 96 balls. Isaac has faced 11 balls, scored 10 runs. Salim has faced 13 and has scored 13 runs.
Change of bowling again as expected. Zain is the new bowler from the pavilion end. I beg your pardon, from the Court of Appeal end. FGC Warri would just have it easy. Probably call as you like victory for them. Fans of FGC Warri are scrolling in. You guys. Oh, that looked like a nick, but I think it was away from the bat. That was a very good piece of fielding there by the wicketkeeper, ensuring that the batter didn't have any room to hit that. Run out chance at the keeper's end. But good recovery there by Isaac Oyemba. Isaac Oyemba is probably working with the deal and the brief, but he needs to understand the fact that he needs to take his time It's a game the two of them can actually finish. 25 runs on the board. Run out chance. Umpire says not out. And from the dugout, the teams are telling Isaac he needs to stop it. He needs to stay in his crease. The more he gives a chance, the more Island Titans might take it. Island Titans are looking for a way to break this partnership. 25 for the loss of still no wicket in 4.4 overs. Zain Awan has only conceded 1 run in his first over. 2 balls left in the 5th over. Lovely shots there on the ground. And it might be thinking of the second, but they decide to go for just 1. And that single has taken the tally of Isaac to 11 of 15 balls. Salim Stalau still on 100 strike rate of 14 of 40 balls. And we're experiencing a very cleanly contested game between Island Titans and Federal Government College Warri. And that dot ball brings us to the end of the 5th over. 26 for the loss of no wicket. 60 runs required in 90 balls. This is as good as 1 run per ball. Sunil Kumar bringing himself back into the attack from the pavilion end. He'll be looking to find a way to break this partnership. He has so much options in terms of bowling. He hasn't used Sheson Adedeji. He still has Rafiq to bowl. So he has a lot of options in terms of finding a way to break this partnership. Last ball, I beg your pardon, last over in the power play. And still long off and extra covers at the 2 fielders outside for Sunil Kumar. Wicketkeeper trying to get his helmet in the right position so that if the ball doesn't hit it, but because if the ball hits it, it might actually be a penalty run to the batting side. Shots. Oh! Rafiq dropped that classic catch. That would have been the catch of the season for me. Let's see that again on the replay. Just look at that. Dropped that catch. Good piece of fielding there by Rafiq. Played on the ground. I think we need to see that catch again in slow motion. Just look at that. Played up and diving to his left. That was a lovely piece of fielding there by Rafiq. Oh, lovely shots there by Isaac Oyemba. Would that race to the boundary? 4 runs it is. Lovely shots there by Isaac Oyemba. And there you have the signal of the umpire for 4. Straight to Sheson Adedeji. No run taken. So lucky Just so lucky that ball didn't hit this wicket. And we have the last ball of the power play. 30 runs on the board. Can this partnership be broken? Square cut. Beats point. Extra covers comes into play. And the batters take just a single to bring us to the end of the power play. 31 runs on the board, no wickets, 16 runs, 6 overs gone. If we could just see that Rafiq's attempt again, trust me, for me, that attempt, to me, any day, anytime, if that ball had been taken, it would have been classified as the catch of the year for me. Just look at that attempt by Rafiq. Straight, but at the process of landing, that ball did drop from his hand. Zain coming to bowl again from the Court of Appeal end.
For the loss of no wickets, FGC Warri is on 31 runs, 55 runs needed in 84 balls. Salim has faced 15 balls, scored 14 runs. Isaac has faced 21 balls and has scored 16 runs.
Batters taking their time in the center. Not so much in a hurry. 10 wicket victory would be something they will be happy about.
I must agree with you. They are building the innings, forming good partnership, and I think that's just the basics of, two batters at the center.
That's a white ball declared there by the umpire Ramon Adelakun. And just like you said, for me, it's the basis of any game or any team. Build partnership. The more partnership you build, your chances of winning. The runs are very low. 86 is the target. And you're already, if you're 31 at this point, then everything is just going in your favor. A single might be taken there. And the single was taken. These two batters are just having a swell time in the middle. Oh, lovely shots, but only could find Elijah at back of the point.
So far, so good. The current run rate is 5.21. Required is 3.2. They are ahead of the required run rate.
Lovely square cut shots there by Salim Salao. And they'll just take a single for that. Just like you said, for me, they're way above the required run rate. I think at this point in time, I was thinking they probably are looking at finishing the game within the 10 over, but they wouldn't mind winning by 10 wickets. And that would be a very good comeback for a side who lost to Allen Titans.
You're very right. And looking at these two batters back inside, you can tell that they are having a very good time. And they are building momentum and they are getting more confidence as the ball passes.
And just like we say in cricket, the longer you stay in the crease, the more chances of the ball becoming a football size as a vision for you as a batter. And that becomes more dangerous for the bowlers.
$35 runs on board. 51 runs needed in 79 balls.
Oh, lovely shots there. Back foot by Salim Salau. Itwa at extra covers. But just one run taken. Good call there by Salim Salau. And that single brings us to the end of the 7th over. 36 runs, 50 runs required in 78 balls. It seems like I beg your pardon, it seems like FGC Warri is going to be having a swell time in terms of victory, but they need to be wary of this way and approach, because you have Ibejuleki Cricket Club waiting for them at the finals for tomorrow.
And at the end of 7th over, we have 36 runs on board. Current run rate is 5.14, required is 3.85. 50 runs needed in 78 balls. Isaac, who has faced 23 balls, scored 18 runs. Salim, who has faced 19 balls and scored 16 runs. Two batters at the center are doing excellently well.
Now Rafiq has been called to bowl from the pavilion end to see if he can break this partnership. Forces Salim Salau to go back foot. And they start off with a single of Rafiq's over. Pulled towards dip mid-wicket. I don't think the batters need to worry more about the boundaries. If the singles are just coming, just let it flow. Because technically it's just one run per ball and you would cruise easily to victory.
I must really commend the batters at the center. They've been rotating the strikes and it's quite commendable. They've been doing excellently well from the first ball up until now. It's not easy keeping your wickets this long, especially against a team like Island Titans.
Oh, on the ground, straight, just for a single. Hold towards dip mid-wicket, but Zain is there to cover that up. Nothing is much needed, not too much pressure. Just keep rotating the strike, keep pushing around, and the runs will just keep flowing. And just like you said earlier, Fumi, just keep rotating the strike. That's all that matters. Nothing so special. And a little bit of a fumble there. But the batters are comfortable with just that single. And that singles brings us to the end of the 8th over, 41. Still no wickets for the 5 runs required. 5.13 is the current run rate, and you can see the number of balls left is 72 balls. And FGC Warri might just be having a victory at their beck and call. Joanne might be coming in back from the Court of Appeal end. It's going to be nice to see if FGC Warri wins this game and go face Ibejuleki Cricket Club at the finals. Let's see how the two opening batters, that's both Isaac Oyemba and Salim Salau, goes against the bowling attack of Ibejuleki Cricket Club, where you have the likes of Mustafa Yusuf Hussein, exactly, Mustafa Yusuf Hussein Prosper and Chuma Kachuku. How would they be able to approach those 3 quick bowlers if they eventually get into the finals tomorrow? But just a little bit of change of captaincy's mind by Sunil, bringing in Sheson Adedeji from the Court of Appeal instead of John Joanne. So he's looking to have spin from both ends to just needs to find that bowler that can break this partnership and bring in a new batter into the crease. That should be a wide ball, and yes, it is a wide ball. Not the way Sheson Adedeji would have wanted to start.
Okay.
Back foot. So it was extra covers. I would have expected Rafiq at covers to have cut that off. But rather he just allow extra covers do the chase. Sweep towards the leg side. John Juan will have to chase that down. But he let it go for Nazim Sheikh. But the batters just decide to go for just a single.
And so far so good. The batters have been doing well. There's no pressure. So there's no reason to do anything out of the usual. Good fielding by the bowler, Sheson Adedeji.
You're definitely right for me.
I'm talking about tomorrow's game. If FGC wins today's game, it's only right if these two also open tomorrow. They've done well today, so and they look like they are on form.
Sheson Adedeji having a recheck on his field sets, trying to tell extra covers to go deep into the rope. But now he's taking him into the sweeper's position, moving him from extra covers to sweeper's position. But very sensitive batting there by Salim Salao, pushing it straight towards long off, where Zaidi is a run-out chance, not given. Even though the first run was slow, they were able to recover and take the second one. 2 runs taken for the 6 runs already on the board. At this point in time, it's just 40 runs to win of 68 balls. It hasn't been much boundaries in this game. It was just in the power play we saw boundaries. But after the power play, the boundaries have just kept quiet, but the board has not stopped ticking. Lovely shot, but only to find Elijah at back of the point. Plays it straight again. Elijah misses it. Can they take 2 off this? Obviously, it's going to be a comfortable 2, as there was no protection at back of the point. I beg your pardon, deep back of the point. Elijah was so deep into the 38th circle that the moment the ball beat him, just went away. 38 runs required in 66 balls. 48 for the loss of no wicket yet in 9 overs. Rafiq back into the attack from the pavilion end.
Nine overs gone, 48 on board, 38 runs needed.
Taiwo Mohammed right there at mid long off to cut that off from going to the boundary, and the batters just take a single for that. Oh, lovely ball in there by Rafiq. Full on the ground. Single might be taken. They're trying to see if they can take Elijah up. But Elijah is one very good fielder you don't want to take up. And they still have a 50 runs partnership. Full up in the air, can that be taken? No drop shot. Seems like Isaac Oyema is getting tired, but he needs to stay there for his side. Just a single taking off that ball. Cut straight to Sheson Adedeji, a covers who goes down. And no was the call, and that no brings us to the end. Fumi, halfway into the second innings, 51, still no wickets after 10 overs. At this point in time, it's safe to say that if Allen Titans can break this partnership now, it's totally going to be difficult for them before this game ends, as they need 35 in 60 balls. If you were the batting coach of FGC Warri, what would you be your information to the batters? Would you tell them to continue at this momentum, just keep rotating the strike? Or would you tell them, you know what, we have 10 wickets at hand, let's see if we could gamble with the boundaries?
No, there's no need to gamble with any boundaries. They are doing well and they are rotating the strike. And if you watch them closely, you can tell that they've been playing each ball according to each strike. You know, you can tell that there's techniques. They've been playing with techniques. They are not gambling with their strokes. They know what they are doing according to each ball. These two batters in there are doing well. So there's no need to change the formats. There's no need to change what they are doing. They are doing excellently well in the center right there.
Sheson Adedeji into the attack from the Court of Appeal end. First ball bowled full, but he's lucky that Elijah is... Now, this is where I'm worried about. Just look at the inner ring and where Elijah is standing. He has no protection at the back. So once the ball beats him, it's more like the ball would race all the way to the boundary, or he has to go back and start chasing that. So I think Sheson Adedeji needs to be wary about that. Sweeps it on the ground towards the leg side. Deep square legs comes into play for just a single.
34 runs needed off 58 balls. Selim on 25 runs after facing 31 balls. Isaac on 24 runs after facing 31 balls.
On the ground, just straight back to the bowler. Pushed towards back of the point, a run out chance, but no is the call. It's interesting to say that the bench of FGC Warri is actually telling the batters to rotate the strike, but to me, these guys are doing perfectly well. So if they have one maiden, it doesn't matter. Goes big. Etwa Lucky picks that up. Can they take two? 2 runs taken comfortably. In fact, jogged out. 2 runs and 54. on the ground. Can they take a single? No. Sunil Kumar says no. He's not going to allow them to take that single. And ladies and gentlemen, and after 11 overs, that's 66 balls, 54 runs on the board. Another 54 balls needed to score 32 runs, as FGC Warri are now 54 for still no wicket in 11 overs. Salim Salau is 27 of 35 balls. Isaac Oyemba 24 of 31 balls. A partnership of 54 opening pair. Rashid Abolari will be back into the attack from the pavilion end. Can he break this partnership? That's all that Island Titans have been asking from the first ball of this game. Hopefully the weather stays clear like this tomorrow for us to see an exciting finals.
Yes, that's our prayer. Praying for a clear weather, cricket-friendly weather.
That's the right word, cricket-friendly weather. Not the one that the heat will be so much that even we in the comms box will be under the pressure of the game. Abolari into the attack from the pavilion end. Can he break this partnership?
I think we need a medical.
World.
Or is he good?
He is good.
Wow.
He's back up. He's a strong lad. The wicketkeeper of Island Titans Cricket Club, Sulaiman Rusewe, who interestingly lost his wicket of the second ball.
Is it the second?
Second ball. Second ball of the first over of the first innings. He didn't expect that to happen.
But that was quite a dramatic fall from him.
Exactly. Straight into Victor Ipoli's hands at gully. Is that a wide? Yes, it is a wide. A signal there by the umpire, Sukomi Odedele. Lovely shots there by Isaac Oyemba, scooping that ball towards the leg side. And to me, that's another boundary being picked up back again. You see that from the replay. He waited for it, timed it into the middle of the bat, knowing truly well there was no protection at fine leg. Lovely shot there by Isaac Oyemba.
Yomi, I hope your cravings of boundary is now satisfied.
Exactly. But let's not take anything away from these two batters. Yes. The temperament has been there. They held your nerves.
Shots well.
Thank you very much. That's the right word.
You see, they know what they are doing. It's for them. It's not a guess game. It's not I'm going there to guess. They know what they are doing, and they go for it when it's time to go. They are doing perfectly well.
Perfectly well. That's the right call.
And they are not under pressure. So why not?
At this point in time, the question is, who's going to go in once a wicket drops? Would it be Emmanuel Okudelebi? Would it be Destiny Chilemania? Or would it be Chiemele Uduekwe, or even the captain himself,
Actually, I'm rooting for the two of them. I wish they finish the game, finish the over.
Straight on the ground. They'll just take a single for that.
It would be so nice if the two of them can, finish up. They've really worked hard in this innings to get to this point, It's quite commendable.
And that would be a very good one just to end the game. Both batters doing very well. 60 runs partnership already. Oh, lovely shots there by Salim Salau towards third man. And they would take two, knowing truly well that Sunil Kumar wasn't quick enough to attack that ball. And that 2 runs is a way to end the over. 24 runs required in 48 balls. 62 for 0 after 12 overs.
And at the end of 12 overs, Salim has faced 36 balls, scored 29. Isaac has faced 36 as well and has scored 29. Coming back from the Court of Appeal end is Taiwo Mohammed. First ball is a dot ball.
Oh,
and
lovely.
that is a very lovely shot. I think we are synchronizing at this point.
Exactly, because we've enjoyed the way these two batters have batted all day. So it will be unfair if we don't give them the flowers they deserve.
Yes. At this point, I feel like they've had every accolade that they are getting.
Pushed straight towards point. Oh, good piece of fielding there by Elijah. But not allowing the batters go for a single. Salim Salah's temperament is one I have not seen in a long while from a young lad. He has stayed there almost all through the seasons. He's faced the first ball and possibly most of the time he tries as much as possible to get to the last ball of the game. Today seems not to be an exception.
I could just say that he knows his work and he's going there to do it.
Just a single taken.
.22 balls needed, 22 runs needed in 44 balls. 64 runs on board with the loss of no wickets.
Drop shot. Itwa was unable to pick that quick, and they just take a single for that. They wouldn't mind at this point And that dot bus brings us to the end of the over. 21 runs required in 42 balls. These batters are just so much not in a hurry for that victory. They know it's a game. Yeah,
and that's the beauty of a game like this. You know, you take your time, build confidence, and learn in the process. And if you see the scoreboard, Salim and Isaac, 30 and 31 runs on board. The two of them are complementing each other. The two of them are putting in the work. It's not one person playing ahead of the other. 30-31.
That's the partnership you want to see from the opening pairs, and FGC Warri are just quite happy with those two partnerships. Sunil Kumar back into the attack from the pavilion end. He has tried as much as possible to break this partnership, but it seems not going his way.
I mean, at what over do you think this game is going to end?
Give or take, probably the 17th or the 18th over. But I know definitely FGC were, oh, that was quite smart of Sunil, going down, ensuring that the ball doesn't hit him. But give or take, just to answer your question, 15, 16 overs, we might wrap this game up. That was nearly close.
Yeah, but it was going down the leg.
But going down the leg. The umpire reverts his call. He was about to signal a wide, but he had to reverse his calls for a dot ball.
Runs is needed in 40 balls. Three balls bowled and no runs considered. Yes. 4 balls bowled and it's been a while we've seen an over like this.
But yet the danger men are still in there.
No, but some overs are always like this. Or every over can be an hit. Last ball for this over. Will this be the first maiden of this innings? Or will Isaac break the spell? And Isaac broke the spell. And at the end of this over, 1 run was considered for Sunil. A very good over to the bowler. Very good over.
20 runs required in 36 balls, 66 for the loss of no wickets in 14 overs. Salim Salao 30 off 39. Isaac Oyemba 32 off 45 balls. It just seems like Island Titans doesn't know how they were going to break this partnership, and this partnership has constituted a very, very interesting partnership. Oh, lovely shot there, lovely shot on the ground, but they will just go for a single. They don't mind those singles as long as the ball is ticking. They are comfortable with it. Now they've gone to 19 runs off 35 balls. Taiwo Mohammed taking that away off Salim Salao, taking off the pace. Salim Salao was trying to see if he could play with the pace. But these two guys have done extremely well. Oh, lovely shot there by Salim Salah, looking to hit that towards extra covers, and they'll go for 2 comfortable runs. Quickly, just look at the partnership between these 2 batters. They've done extremely well. There you have it, 66 runs off 87 balls. The only total number of extras that Alan Chattens has bowled is 4 extras. These batters have done extremely well playing with off the bat. Good bowling there by Taiwo Mohammed.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Taiwo Mohammed. Over the years, he has proven to be an excellent bowler and a very intelligent bowler at that.
Two balls left in this over, just to get us into the 15th over. Oh, lovely shots there, but straight to the fielder at back of the point. Pushed towards, Elijah Olale. So a run out chance, but the batter took advantage of that, taking him on. And that singles brings us to the end of the 15th over. 70 runs on the board, 16 runs required in 30 balls. For me, just like I said, 17, 18 overs, this game might be done and dusted.
But I really enjoyed the pace of the batters this innings. You know, they took their time, ball in, ball out, showed a lot of skills and a lot of intelligence. And most importantly, they were patient. You know, there was no rush. And I also like the fact that their fellow players from the pavilion and didn't rush the batters. There's no agitation of God. They let the batters do their thing with their pace, while encouraging them as well.
Sunil back into the attack to bowl his 4th over. Has only conceded 13 runs and haven't had any luck in breaking this partnership. First ball bowled is a dot ball.
Sunil is an intelligent bowler and it's quite quick.
He has different variations. He bowls the quicker one, he bowls the one slower, and he bowls the ones a little bit down. Now it seems like the duckout of FGC Warri are beginning to ask the batters to do a lot of justice over the 30-yard circle, where you have Nazim Sheikh, but the batters 2 runs comfortably. We're still yet to see a maiden in this game.
Another dot ball.
Yes, for me, dot ball.
14 runs needed in 26 balls.
Oh, lovely shots there by Salim Salah, straight on the ground. Nazim Sheikh has to cut that off, and they will just go for 2 comfortable runs. last ball of the 16th over. Oh, lovely drive there by Salim Salau on the ground towards long off, where you have Abolari. And what a way to end the over with that straight drive from Salim Salau. 75, 11 runs required, 24 balls, still no wicket, 16 overs gone. Last 4 overs of this game.
$11 runs needed to end the game. 11 runs off 24 balls. Isaac, who has faced 46 balls and scored 33 runs. Salim, who has faced 50 balls and scored 38 runs.
It will be a misplaced victory already, because it just seems like FGC Warri are cruising, or technically have cruised to victory. Because the wickets now doesn't change the face of the game. Oh, run out chance at the bowler's end, but they eventually still take that single after that tough effort being done by Elijah Olaleye.
10 runs needed in 23 balls. At this junction, I think it's safe to say that it will only take a miracle for Island Titans to win this game.
The miracle is to bowl 10 balls, 10 wickets. But that will be something for us to see. I only see it for examples, but I've never seen it in a real cricket game. Oh, lovely shots there by Isaac Koyimba on the ground. Just pushing for a single.
Into space.
Exactly, for me. That's the thing. This is what both of them have done all through today. They have looked for the gaps, pushed it into those gaps, taken the chances, and they haven't given any wicket chance since the first ball of the second innings.
9 runs needed in 22 balls.
How's that? Was the call, but there was no contact with the bat, and the umpire Ramon Adelakun wasn't even moved by that appeal. Salim Salau seems wants to go big. He knows he's itching close to his 50. He's just 11 shy of that, as his team also requires 9 runs in 20 balls. They've gotten into the single figure, so he probably is looking to finish in style. Can he do that? It's just a matter of time.
I might not be able to predict the future well, but I can say that tomorrow's game, FGC Warri versus Ibejuleki, would be very, very interesting.
Oh, run a chance at the bowler's end. And that run again will be taken eventually, which brings Salim Salau. And they take 2 runs. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. You can see Sulaiman Rusev, the wicketkeeper, saying, what just happened? What comical events did we just create? Allowing the batters to take 2 runs. And Salim Salau is now 41 of 54 balls, as it's 7 runs needed for victory for FGC Warri. We thought that was a white ball, but the umpire thinks otherwise. And that brings us to the end of the
17th over.
For me, could you do justice for us? What is required and how many balls left?
At the end of the 17th over, with a loss of no wicket, we have 79 on board, 7 runs required in 18 balls. Selim is now on 41 runs, faced 55 balls. Isaac is on 34 runs and has faced 47 balls. I beg your pardon. Coming to bowl from the pavilion end is Abolarin. Second ball from Abolarin, and it's a dot ball. 7 runs needed in 16 balls. 79 on board with a loss of no wickets. Lovely strike from Isaac. Three balls from Abolarin, and he has succeeded in conceiving 2 runs. 5 runs needed of 15 balls. 81 on board for the loss of no wickets.
Now, would they be able to take 2 runs? Just a single taken and takes them to 82. 4 runs required in 14 balls.
And at the end of 18 overs, we have 85 runs on board for the loss of no wickets. One run needed of 12 balls. Batsman 1 and 2 has made this happen. And at the 18th.2 overs, these two big batsmen at the center of the field were able to score 87 runs, giving them a victory over Island Titans. Federal Government College Warri Old Student Association has won this game by 10 wickets.